Well guys, here we are. A bit of a video for us. Well, you remember the 2003 Chevrolet Silverado. Well, it's doing well. It's doing as good as a, truck will do. Well, you remember back in whenever it was there, April or something, we bought this topper, canopy, cap, whatever you want to call her. For the time, it was a sweet deal, a good buy. But, of course, it has a few minor issues. One being the obvious, the back glass has been replaced, broken and replaced. And over time, there is stress cracks formed in the corners, which is no real big deal in itself. I have been considering buying a piece of glass for it, or buying a new piece of glass for it, but that's going to be a pricey venture. Sometimes it's cheaper just to replace it. And I'm not 100% sure. There's an issue going on with the hinges. Being it's plexiglass, I don't think the plexi is thick enough to compensate for the hinges. Now I thought about getting the tin shop to bend me up a chunk of like 14 gauge steel or something. You know, give it a bit of a roll so it matches a contour, and do her up pretty decent. However, all that costs money, and if you've got something decent, it's not bad spending money on. However, I have got a deal for the topper here to replace it with something a little better. A little bit better. It's a high-rise unit. It has, all good glass, good parts in it, and good stuff like that. Of course, I haven't seen it yet. Just how they describe it on the classifieds there. Another thing that kind of I don't like is, well, you see the wetness up there. As you can tell, the topper here leaks. Mainly because this window doesn't seal around the edge. So I'm gonna try to unload this. Basically, you see us put the clamps on. It's just one 9/16 wrench, and they will come loose. So let's get in the back of here, and then we'll start, I guess you could call the deinstalling process. Well guys, here we are. We got the other 3 clamps off. We're just working on the last one here. Of course, it was only just a few months back that I put these on. My C-clamps, which had never failed me in the past, actually weren't holding up to the job this time. So I decided to actually quit being so cheap, I guess, basically is what it comes down to, and go buy the real clamps from the actual truck accessory shop. But even still, I was cheap, and I only went to the Princess Auto because really they're the same clamp, they do the same job. They're just, a lot cheaper at the Princess Auto. And of course, it did me this long with no issue. The topper, cap, whatever you want to call her, didn't come flying off in the meantime, which it was trying to with the C-clamp. Okay, so now that that one's off, there's nothing holding this thing on. I'll show you some of the concerns that I have. Now, of course, there is multiple holes drilled here where the latch mechanism, I'm not sure if it was factory or if it's ones they have used off another topper, or being when the glass broke, there's nothing to mount to or what. But there's several sets of holes in here on both sides. Up here, there is a hinge hole. One there that they obviously missed when they drilled, and they had to redo in the right spot over from it. And then there's a corresponding hole here. There was an interior light here, which is kind of neat. That would have been neat if I would have hooked that up, but I never really used it or would have used it, so it didn't really make a difference, I suppose. So I was going to make this video of undoing the clamps and unloading the topper the easy way. However, upon thinking it over, spinning your tires and flinging the topper off the back of the truck is not really necessarily the best thing to do. One, you stand a very good chance of scratching your truck, and two, when the topper hits the ground, it's probably going to shatter. If not the fiberglass, then the glass itself, the windows. And plus, just because it's of no value or very little value to me, doesn't mean that someone else couldn't use it themselves. So of course I'm gonna, like you guys seen there, undo the clamps and actually muscle it off the truck to set it aside. Now unfortunately I don't have a fancy lifting crane or anti-gravity gun or nothing to float this thing away, so I gotta do it the old-fashioned way. So guys, I'll get this off the truck and then we'll check back in. Well guys, so I did the method that I call the turtle method, where basically you pretend the topper is your turtle shell and basically kind of turtle it across the truck. Now, either I've gotten weak in my old age, or this topper is 4 times as heavy as one of the ones for the little quarter tons. I think it's a combination of both. So what I'm going to do is pull the truck ahead. Hopefully it lands on the tailgate, and then what I'll have to do then is try to muscle it from there myself. Well guys, there you go. So that's about all the wrestling I got. So I'm going to do it the easy way now, and I guess you could say hope for the best. So here it goes. Well guys, there you go. She's off the truck. Now had that been an actual piece of glass, instead of a piece of plexi, I would have definitely broke it. But as you can see, she is still fully intact and functioning. The topper didn't break. The glass didn't shatter on the sides from dropping. Well, they are fairly strong. They are a tempered safety glass, if you will. I guess they're afraid of someone getting their, throat slashed or something in the event of an accident, with all the glass flying about. But she's now off the truck. I'd like to scoot it a little bit further back into like there somewhere. But I'll have to do that someday when I'm feeling extra energetic. But the funny part is, now that she's off the truck looks like super sporty. It's kind of weird, it looks like a young kid's truck, if you will, where when I had it on it, it kind of looked like an old man's truck, a short box. All it needs is like a fancy box cover thingy and a nice set of, rims, and it would be like, well, at one time anyway, this truck was very eye-catchy. It's the kind of truck that probably I would have ended up buying at the time when I got my license if I was, a little better off. But she's all good. I may take her through the car wash and wash her. She's been a little dusty from the rains and just the general dust of the season. But guys, probably next time you see me, I'll be going on a road trip out down the middle of nowhere in Bob's Road, or whatever you want to call her, to pick up my new old topper, I guess you could call her. So hopefully it's not some creepy Dexter-like trap to get new victims to feed to his piranhas or something. So yeah, we'll see how she goes, and we'll catch you all later. Well guys, here we go. We'll give you a bit of a daylight walk around. Sorry for the wind, but that's kind of the way she goes. Well, it's pretty much about the same color as the other one. I think it's closer to a gray over the silver birch metallic, which goes better with the gray wheels and the chrome bumpers for now. But as I said there, she's really dirty. She's been setting. It's a Canopy West brand canopy, and you know, does need a little bit of paint here on the hatch. Obviously she's peeling away from the aluminum. There's no you know, one thing I do like about this is the gas shocks aren't really gas shocks. They're actually a spring, so they never will have to be replaced. But let's head on down to the car wash and we'll give her a wash job. Well guys, here we go. Sorry about the wind noise, but just took her on through the car wash, got her all washed up, all cleaned up. And it's not the silver birch color, it is a gray. So yeah, it's more of a manageable color. It kind of matches the wheels for now. Eventually, yes, we'll spend a bit of money on it and probably get painted. The only real condition it has is a couple of scrapes right in there. The only real scrapes or condition it has is right in the edge there. There's a bit of a scrape. But one thing I like about this topper is it doesn't have the gas shocks. It has springs. Inside these cylinders there's a spring that pushes, so it'll never ever need to be replaced. It'll still lift the same 10 years from now as it does right now. But guys, I guess this has been a bit of an adventure, a bit of a road trip, and a bit of I guess you could say wash job for a new accessory for the 2003 Chevrolet Silverado. So as always, thanks for watching Maxwell's World. Comment, subscribe, and enjoy.